The Insider.
สวัสดีครับ and welcome to The Insider. We all know that Asia is set to be the key driver of the global growth in this year to come. But this will depend on several factors, one of the most important being if there is a shift to digital economies in the region. But this trend is not purely for private sectors. It is something that the public sectors must consider supporting, simply because it is more efficient and more effective. Thailand is now planning to develop its digital economy in a big way. Are we on the right track? And is Asia on the right track? Today we are very honored to have a world leader in this area. He is none other than Mr. Jack Ma, founder and executive chairman of the Alibaba Group and special advisor to the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. สวัสดีครับ Welcome to Thailand.
Thank you.
I must say that it is a privilege for me to have you with our program. Many people are looking forward to seeing you, to listen from your perception, your vision. First of all, allow me to congratulate you on being appointed as the special advisor to the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development.
Thank you.
So you must have a great responsibility, a great duty, not just for your company, but for the world. What brings you to Thailand? Of course, we have invited you to come to Thailand to attend the second ACD meeting or summit, but we were not quite sure. When it is confirmed that you would be in Thailand, we all are excited. So what made you change your mind?
Thank you very much for this interview. It's my honor and it's my privilege to be invited to go to Thailand. Since Thailand is the country that I like very, very much, I would say I love this country because I've been to Thailand more than 10 times with my family and friends. But recently I get so busy because I don't have time. The schedule normally is booked like 6 months ago. So now when I got the invitation from ACD, my secretary been balancing and we could not squeeze the time. But since I met the Prime Minister in Hangzhou for G20,
yes,
I was amazed and inspired by his determination of improving Thailand and helping young people and SMEs. We had a very, very wonderful discussion for about 45 minutes. And because of meeting me, he postponed his flight back to Thailand.
yes.
And that was very impressive to me. And I think, if people like us, because we are the people not thinking about making money, we're thinking about how can improve the society, helping young people, entrepreneurs. When you're meeting government officers like that, absolutely, it's a wonderful opportunity that the government want to really make things happening, really want to make the small business working. So I said, well, let's negotiate again with the other, change the schedule. So I'm very happy, and after these 2 days, I get even more excited by the Prime Minister yesterday's meeting, by 2 hours and a half, your government ministers discussing with our team, and this morning, Deputy Prime Minister. So I think it's something that we want to make things happening for small guys and for young people.
Well, in that case, people talk about your success all over the world, talking about Jack Ma and Alibaba. Have you ever failed?
Oh, we failed a lot of times. As I said in the speech, that we made probably 5 or 10 success stories. People remember that. But people did not see there are about 10,000 mistakes and failures that people did not see. So success people learn things from failure stories. Successful companies learn from the failure mistakes. And people see Jack Ma, Alibaba's success. But what I see is so many people committed, so many mistakes were made, so many failures we had, but we never give up. We keep on trying. If this way does not work, let's change this way. We tell ourselves, if we're not successful, somebody will be successful. It's not about how smart we are. It's because how determined we are, how committed we are. and how we love the things we're doing. These things that make, there are a lot of smart people than us. There are a lot of hardworking people in the world,
Yes.
right, than us. But we think we have the passion about the things we're doing.
You come to Thailand this time. You have you met with the Prime Minister and discussed the cooperation between Alibaba and Thailand. So, what potential you see in Thailand?
Well, I think Thailand is an amazing country. As I said, this country has a kind of people because of the wonderful religion, Buddhism. It's very tolerant. It's a country with wonderful culture. And the second is a country with a good location, good agricultural products, fruits, smart people. So this is an amazing land. And I'm amazed by the past 30 years, you have take 50% of the people out of the poverty. Equality, make people more a chance. And I think, and also you see this government is very forward-looking. Yes. Think about digital Thailand.
Yes.
Think about the national plan for 4.0, and think about cashless society, make the society more fair, more transparent. And as a prime minister, he came to Hangzhou, invited me personally for joining this ACD conference, and the first time inviting entrepreneurs, share with the state leaders about what the future will be. And this is something that your country is changing, is improving. So I think the potential is huge, and the potential lies on that you are ready to take the chance for future, change ourselves. So we are very excited. I think we get more excited than the audience here.
Well, Prime Minister has so many things in his mind. And of course, transferring Thailand to become a digital Thailand and to move Thailand away from the middle income trap. Thailand 4.0 is one thing that he mentioned. How can you help the Prime Minister? How can you help Thailand?
Well, I think first it's not Alibaba can help the Prime Minister that realize the vision for future. It's Thailand 70 million or 60 million people that can make this thing happen. It's the determination and the vision and commitment, execution capability of the government, of the people that make things happen. Alibaba feel honored and excited to be part of it because we've been experienced in the past 17 years in China. We got experience about working with young people, working with the small business. We got experience of e-commerce, e-payment. We got experience of logistics. We got experience of cross-border trading. For that experience, for that technology, for that know-how, we think could join force together to help Thailand reach the future. It's not Alibaba could help. Alibaba be happy to joining and to be helped by the young people here.
Well, of course, you talk about the digital economy. You talk about cross-border trade, and I still recall that you mentioned about the effect of globalization. What do you think about globalization?
Well, I think globalization is a wonderful. First, it's wonderful. Second, nobody can stop it because young people are going global. The world is getting smaller and smaller, right? From Thailand to China, I don't know, maybe 200 years ago, it takes about like a year to be there. But now, it takes about 2.5 hours, 3 hours to my hometown, 4 hours to Beijing. So the world is getting smaller because of technology, because of the society development. Nobody can stop it. Globalization did a wonderful job in the past 20 years, but it's just the beginning. Need to be improved. Globalization, leaving the world out of the poverty, but globalization in the past 20 years helped a lot of big companies, developed nations. Next 20, 30 years, we should using globalization to helping young people, small business, developing nations. So this is what I feel excited about. So we can improve it instead of destroy it. Because globalization is so critical to anybody, giving fair and chance for everyone. So this is what I like about it. History, there's a Silk Road. Yes. Now we should build up an E-Road for small business, young people, then they can do trade, do business, travel easy.
What will happen if we just ignore it, if we just remain as the traditional way of doing business?
If we're neglected by the globalization, I think we'll be neglected by the world. You'll be isolated. Because everybody, in the future, all the people should be united together.
Yes.
Should share the same opportunity of the society, share same opportunity of the equality, and share the same benefits of the globalization. So I think nobody will stop it, and nobody can stop.
But talking about Thailand, the Thai economy depends heavily on SMEs. Millions of SMEs in Thailand. What would be your word to them?
This is the great thing is, many years ago, 10, 20 years ago, when a country has a lot of population, you have a problem. Now, country with a big population always have good, like China, India, and population become a good thing. Last century, big companies, it's good because the industry period, standard, scalability is the key. This century, because of the data technology, customized, smart is the standard. So last century, big is powerful. This century, small is powerful. Small is beautiful, and we see small is wonderful. So we are going to have a lot of small business, and small business is going to benefit a lot to the society. I heard 80% of the small business in Thailand are small business.
Yes.
That means the energy. That means the inspiration, innovation. That means you got 80% of the business are driven by entrepreneurs. Big business is driven by standard, right? Big business is driven by competition and scalability and standard. But small business, if you want to win, you have to be innovative. Small business, if you want to win, you have to be unique.
That's right.
Small business, if you want to win, you have to leverage the knowledge and service. So I think Thailand has a huge potential. The only thing is that we have to making sure the small business, the entrepreneurs, the young people should be more creative, more innovative. In this way, to better use the technology.
Many people, when they turn to become a billionaire, they tend to turn to another bigger business. Why you still focus on SME?
It's the SME that helped us to be big. So people should not forget about where they're from, who helped them. This is what the Buddhism is about.
Yes.
Buddhism is about always be thankful for where you're from, who supported you. And this is the Asia from. This is our root. And the second is that life is so short.
Yes.
You cannot always pick up big and small all the time. I think my life, I'm very thankful for the small business and young people and entrepreneurs that helped me. And I want to go back to teach. And my time of doing business is limited because my age, my energy, and young people are so smart, should give you more opportunity to do them. I think small business entrepreneurs are the group of people, a group of this that I know better, and I can do better. And I think we only help the China small business, tiny from outside China. There are so many small business around the world. The opportunity is big, and also the honor of helping them is big. If you think it is a responsibility, if you think it is an honor, it's going to be luck. So I think if we want to make Alibaba a lucky company, we should keep on helping the SME and young people. That's what we think. It's just the beginning of small business. It's not the end of small business.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And coming to the second ACD, Asia Cooperation Dialogue, and lots of people, say that this is the center of Asia. What is your comment on that?
Well, this is my first time to joining a meeting like that, and it was round table, and I had a short time knowing what's going on inside, because I'm an entrepreneur and business side. When I walk inside, they're already finished. So why was the last talk? I would love to know more. And I think, as I said yesterday, ACD countries covers like 4.3 billion people population, which is almost 60% of the population. If ACD areas develop well, that means 60% of the world will be well. If the 60% of the world is good, the world should be good. So I think ACD is take the leadership and encouraging small business, encouraging young people, and embracing the change, embrace the new technology. This technology was originated from America, but Asia should make full use of it for the next 30 years. Just like electricity was invented in Europe, popularized in America, grow in America. So Asia should make full use of the technology and empower 80% total business in our ACD area, a small business.
Asia is quite diverse. Each sub-region have its own strength.
Asia, yes, you're right. Asia is very diversified, very dynamic.
Yes.
That means Asia is very colorful, right? And this is so good about Asia. There are so many small countries. Small is powerful, and beautiful, and wonderful, and unique. And Thailand, as I said, this is so unique. The Buddhism religion. Mm-hmm. Thailand people have the belief. Thailand people have the trust. You see today, so many Thailand people wear the pink. Because they love and trust their yes. king. And this is something very unique in the world. Anywhere in the world, very, very few countries would do things like that. And this is so unique in the digital world that people still have trust, belief, and religion. And the religion of Buddhism is about checking ourselves. It's inward looking. It's about improving ourselves, improve our body and soul together. This is unique. And also, after so many years of, in the past 30 years, your country bring more than 50% of the people out of poverty. And you have a lot of troubles. Here and there, I always watch the TV, say, oh my God, but you solve the problem in a peaceful way, right? And this is amazing. And also today, when I see the new leadership wants to forward-looking, and they're very straightforward. We want to help. We want to help young people, help small business. And this is the good part. They do not say, well, we want to make big companies.
Yes.
We want to have a lot of big companies in Thailand. This is good. This is the beauty of it.
Well, I think every society, before we asking help from the other, we need to help ourselves first.
Yeah.
So what would be your word for the Thai SME?
Be optimistic. And change ourselves, and do not scare of the technology. Do not scare of Alibaba. Do not scare for the future. Change and embrace. And I think the opportunity is good. Mm-hmm. In the future, it's not how big you are. If you're big, does not mean you're good. Mm-hmm. If you're good, you're always good. Making sure your customer happy, making sure employees are happy, and then you will be happy. So, in other words, SMEs means should become a happy business, should become good business, rather than big size business.
Well, thank you very much for giving us an honor to be our guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the comment. Thank you.
We have just heard from Mr. Jack Ma about what is in store for the global digital economy and how Asia and the new competitive economies will play a leading role. With the Thailand 4.0 policy in place and a clear commitment to sustainable development and growth that leaves no one behind. Thailand is looking forward to making a tangible contribution to this new era of prosperity for all. Thank you very much for joining us this week. See you again in our next program. สวัสดีครับ